Hello everyone, welcome back to another class. So in this video we'll be doing some polity and I'll be covering 3 videos in which I'll be doing some MCQ or NSSB or NPSC preparation for polity. I'll be covering some videos, some free classes because exam kita October 21 days. So some questions which are important for your exam I prepared, and you can also do some other MCQ, but these are some of the important questions to exam day over. So if you're new to this channel, you can like and subscribe to this for more content on NPSC as well as NSSB. So let us start the class. So first question, how many articles are there in the Indian Constitution? Kiman articles are there? 448 articles there. Either 22 parts are there, 12 schedules are there, or over 100 plus mm. Yeah, let us to 104 mm tak. So total article is 448 of the Indian Constitution. Total 448 as. Next, who was the chairman of the drafting committee on the Constituent Assembly? Idu Constituent Assembly do tela drafting committee to kun daise. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar daise. Ardo December 9, 1946 de Constituent Assembly the formation. Aro December 13 de same year 1946 de Jawaharlal Nehru ba ekta objective resolution kona ekta put up korise. Objective resolution. Are the objective resolution ki hoise mala preamble hoise. Preamble. So idu drafting committee la chairman do kun hoise Dr. Bhimrao Babaji Ambedkar. Next, the amendment laid down in the Constitution of India is in the pattern of, means Constitution amendment koralado ki under as Article 368 of the Indian Constitution as. So idu South Africa la Constitution banise. United Kingdom la Constitution ba single citizenship, means kali Indian citizenship ho aro bicameralism, that is Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha thaigule ingaje. Government of India 1935 dike jokle do mona basic framework mona Indian Constitution la maximum portion do 1935 paise. For example, governor la power inga idu sab to 1935 paise. South Africa la Constitution do Article 368 Indian Constitution amend korala power do means tela ki koy tela pattern do South Africa la Constitution ba accept means adopt version. Next, which of the following acts formally introduces principle of elections for the first time? Principle of election to Indian Council Act 1909. Indian Council Act 1909 to ki azukle to idige Morley Minto reform be mate. Morley Minto reform. Ar Morley Minto reform to ki azukle to idu 1909 aru idu aro important points to ki azukle to yede Muslim karne separate electorate. Separate electorate means Hindus kan Hindu ke means vote dibo dangi electro. Muslim kan Muslim monoge electro nga. To itu separate electorate to aro principle election be 1909 ba anisha. Next, match the following: Government of India Act 1919, Government of India Act 1935. Morley Minto reform itu ke Government of India Act, not Indian Council Act of 1909 bi mate. Or cabinet mission plan to kita je India the 1946 je. So separate autonomy, separate electorate, diarchy or Constituent Assembly. The first Government of India Act 1919 the kian je itu diarchy je. That means A will be equal to 3. B, Government of Act 1935 pe kian je taiba provincial autonomy anisha. 1. Morley Minto reform ba agete pura nisna separate electorate anisha or cabinet mission plan ba Constituent Assembly anisha. So it will be A3 1 2 4. So the answer is 3 1 2 4. So let us look at some of the words here. Diarchy, provincial autonomy. Ki is it? So Government of India 1919 ba diarchy anishe. Diarchy means ki is it? Separate kudule function to na means monita legislative assembly or legislative council Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad mate. So idu states de provinces de idu bicameralism means idu separation another idu ke diarchy mate. Idu Government of India Act 1919 is 1935 de idu Indian government by idu state de legislative council or legislative assembly do idu center de anina idu Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha nishna niche. Means center de anishe diarchy da. So one question will pop up that diarchy at the center to keep anish to Government of India Act 1935 panish. But at the states to Government of India Act 1919. Government of India 1935 provincial autonomy. Provincial autonomy in the sense ki as a means idu provinces means princely states kange. Princely states idu ki royal family kamba rule kora jawang kodo tange federation form gole ekta power dina deshe. So under Government of India Act 1935 idu dina deshe. Next, let us go to the next question. Indian Constitution kitia four stage on 26th of January 1950. Only ekta question is that adopted kida the when was the Indian Constitution adopted? Adopted it is November 26, 1949 as adopted to 1949 usually by force the 26th of January 26th of January ki idu damte mon 1929 de mon Purna Swaraj kona ekta celebrate korle 26 January da. So idu kone mon Indian Constitution de do da name kora. Which is correct regarding the Constitution, Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution it is original, wrong. Original, no? It is derived from many countries. It is made up on the basis of the Government of India 1935. 1935 ekla no United Kingdom, aro Irish Constitution, aro United States Constitution, South African Constitution, Canadian Constitution, Australian Constitution, Japan Constitution, Russian Constitution. It is sopa anisha. So it is not the answer. It is a mixture of several constitutions. So the answer is it is a mixture. Which of the following is a basic feature of both the Indian Constitution and the American Federation? Indian Federation or Indian Federation difference case means difference in equal case a federal Supreme Court to interpret the Constitution. Alag actually the dual judiciary nai mondo integrated judiciary in India do single citizenship ido United States de nai. United States the dual citizenship as India de single citizenship as do alag as 3 lists in the Constitution nai India de do. So the answer is federal Supreme Court to interpret the Constitution. Next, the design of the national flag do idu kita design kurse July 1947 Pingali Venkayava tai design kurse. So the answer is July 1947 de adopt kurse the Indian national flag. Which of the following act introduced separate electorate agi the constitutional Indian Council Act of 1909 idu ke Morley Minto reform pe mate. Next, which of the following features do not contribute to making the Constitution the bulkiest in the world? Do not koja. So first though, various type of emergencies are considered in detail. Next though, it codifies the right of privileges of the members of parliament and state legislature. So idu balba dina nai means idu kali word te dina jai. And number 3 it enumerates the all types of Indian citizenship and how it can be terminated. So idu Indian citizenship do kina terminate kore through termination. First to renunciation means renunciation as a means the kina citizenship hatawo pare renunciation termination aro deprivation. So idu tinda ba I hato pore tela citizenship to. So idu iman bala explain kurna nai. So the answer is 2 and 3. Aro fundamental rights la bishi explain kurna ase. So 2 and 4 are explained in detail. 1 and 4 are explained in detail. 2 and 3 to iman bala explain kurna nai. So the answer is 2 and 3. In India, legal sovereignty lies with the sovereignty. Sovereignty the meaning to ke India is not under any country, both internally as well as externally. It is a sovereign country. So etu ki ba vest kore the constitution in constitution of India ba vest kore. That is, legal sovereignty represents the lawyer's conception of sovereignty. It is associated with the supreme lawmaking authority in the state. The body which has the power to issue final commands in the form of laws is the legal sovereign in a state. Or India though what makes India sovereign? That is, it elects the head of the state as the president. Or it de jure head pi made. De jure head to president as a de facto made shigledo means the real head of the government in India is the Prime Minister. Next, who was the constitutional advisor to Constituent Assembly of India 2019 NPSC main stage? So it is B.N. Rao. Which of the following was the chairman of the Union Constitution Committee on Constituent Assembly? United Constitution Assembly do Union Constitution Committee la Assembly la head to Jawaharlal Nehru daksha. B.R. Ambedkar do drafting committee la daksha. Aro fundamental rights la committee do kun daksha. Fundamental rights la committee do it was Dr. Mr. Sardar Patel. He was the fundamental rights committee. Question number 15. Which of the following statement about the formation of the Constituent Assembly is correct? So kundo correct as the members of the Constituent Assembly were chosen on the basis of the provincial elections of 1946. 1946 the election loje or December 9 the first meeting loje 1946 the or based on the Constituent Assembly the kila base stage. It was based on the what? It was based on the cabinet mission. Means cabinet mission bakwa karne ido establish kuje. Number 2, the Constituent Assembly did not include representatives of the princely state. Princely states representative takshe, so ido wrong ase. Next, the discussion of the Constituent Assembly were not influenced by opinions expressed in public. Means public kan gebi tangna ki ase do means tangna ni doubts kan ki ase do taken into account kurse. So it is also wrong. Means public consultation be luje dam. Number 4, in order to create a sense of collective participation, submissions were solicited from the public. So correct ase number 4 do. That means 1 and 4 ase. Next, which of the following is not the feature of the Government of India Act 1935? Government of India Act 1935 la key features all India Federation ko anishna means princely states or provincial constituencies kan sob milena takan ido all India Federation banao deksha. Or because of the Government of India Act 1935 1937 de elections loise under who? Under Lord Linlithgow. Lord Linlithgow deksha idonde the hierarchy at the center ko anishna Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha ido sob to ko de deksha means Government of India Act 1919 de do states de deksha. The hierarchy at the states only center de do Government of India Act 1935 panisha. So it is correct. Provincial autonomy with action bicameral legislature takane. It was under the Government of India Act 1919. Next, question number 17. The Constituent Assembly was set up under the who? Cabinet Mission Plan. Cabinet Mission Plan 1946 days. The mind and ideals of the framers of the Constitution means Constitution banamana means tana ki koi tana ideals or tan ki envision gurje ki means India do kina banao ido kina envision kurna reshe. That is mohon Indian country do inga thakibo means manual inga follow koro do idu kude reflect korna ase. It is in the preamble. Preamble there, if you read the preamble, you will come across the words as we, the people of India, having solemnly means India the key invasion socialist. Socialist means government will take control over the resources. Secular means right to follow any religion. Democratic, republic inga. So preamble, itu preamble the mohana Indian Constitution Act introduction nishina ase aro preamble the dinaje ki from where does the Indian Constitution derives its power means Constitution of India do tai power ko ba derive kore. It is derived from the people. By this can be known by the first letter of the first words of the preamble. Preamble the first words ki dinaje we the people. We the people means one manuba itu means Constitution do power de. Next, under whom was the first draft of the Constitution of India prepared in 1947? So first draft though, the B.N. Rao dashe, he was also the constitutional advisor to the Indian government. Next, which of the following acts gave representation of India for the first time in the legislature? Legislature the first representation though, Government Act 1935. Next, question number 21. The Indian Constitution establishes a secular state. Secular state means what defines in Indian secular state means India the key karne secular mate. First, the state treats all religion equally means unequal treatment neither sob Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Hindus kange sob they equally treat kore. Number 2, freedom of faith and worship is allowed to all religion. Freedom of faith and worship you do article ki didina je 25 didina je ki right to profess means ki means tui Hanuman ke pratna karo na tui Jesus ke pratna karo na tui prophet Muhammad ke Allah ke worship karo na etu tui la kushi ase profess. Practice means tui kina tui namaz karo na tui worship karo na tui puja karo etu tui la upor ase. And propagate to ke jokle do tui suppose tui manon no bungja ange tui spread karo manje tui la religion so we can spread hulibe tui spread karo do misha meshi spread no karo le manon ange diktar ne dole. So this is under article 25 of the Indian Constitution. Next, educational institution without exception are free to impart religious instruction. Question and number 3 the education institution without exceptions are free to impart religious instruction. Itu wrong as because government institutions means institutions that are run by the state like government higher secondary school, government college, Indian Institute of Technology, IIT, NIT, government college, Kohima Science College, whatever institution run by the government the religious instruction nadibo. You cannot find in Kohima Science College there's a course called Catholicism or the Bible study ganai official syllabus te means institution gamba religious instruction nadibo. So this is wrong. So question number option number 3 is wrong. The states make no discrimination on the basis of religion on the basis and matters of employment. Correct as means employment the article 16 de dinaje ki employment do manola jat supposed to be Muslim as so you cannot be denied employment if you are Muslim. So state by the discrimination nade. So 4 is also correct. So 1, 2 and 4 is correct. Under Indian Constitution establishing a secular state or secularism the article 25 to 28 of the Indian Constitution de dina ja. Next, the phrase equality before law under article 14 of the Indian Constitution has been borrowed from equality before law do kutiba anisha mon British Constitution ba anisha. Duita concept ase equality before law. Equality before law states that mon sob equal ase before law, whether you are a minister, whether you are a politician, whether you are a chief minister, whether you are a prime minister, whether you are a beggar, everybody is equal before the law. Idu ko ase. Aro ekta second concept ase, that is equal protection of law. So equality before law to United Kingdom la British Constitution manage holi equal protection of law to itu United States manage itu concept ta. So equal protection of law to Indian American Constitution manage. Next, which of the following statement is correct? The Constitution of India was adopted on 26th of January 1950. Wrong. 26th of January 1950 nina 26th of November 1949 de hoise adopt kora ta. Kali forced ado idu hoise. Jawaharlal Nehru MA Jinnah, Sardar Patel were members of the Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly members MA Jinnah ta kane. The first session of the Constituent Assembly was held in January 1947. It was wrong. It is held on December 9th, 1946. The Constituent Assembly was elected by the Constituent Assembly in the year 1946. So the answer is D. Correct answer 1946. So let us go to the next question. Which one of the following is a fundamental duty of the citizens under the Constitution of India? So citizen can fundamental duty ke je, that is to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. So fundamental duties to provide koje under Article 51A of the Indian Constitution by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. Next, what type of democracy to be followed in India? India de ki democracy follow kore? Representative democracy. Representative democracy to ki azukle to mon ange appoint kore. We elect our officials, minister kange appoint kore to represent us. So India follows representative democracy, also known as indirect democracy. Next, question number 26. The Indian Constitution establishes a secular state because the state treats all religion equally. Freedom of faith is worship is allowed to all people. Education institution itu to wrong ase. The state make no discrimination to correct. So I follow the control. It is question option A, that is 1, 2 and 4. Next, consider the following statements about the preamble of the Constitution. Preamble of the Indian Constitution though. First, kundu correct ase. The objective resolution proposed by Pandit Nehru ultimately became the objective resolution. Yes, December 13, 1946 there. Jawaharlal Nehru objective resolution again pass korje. Itu ki hoje itu preamble hoje. Correct ase 1. It is not justiciable in nature. Not justiciable in nature in the sense like to follow nokrile to jail jabo inga bine means to follow nokrile kune to. It is not justiciable in nature. Correct. Next, it cannot be amended. It was already amended. Amend gorje 42nd amendment ba ki dalishe socialist dalishe, secular dalishe, or integrity dalishe. Idu only one time amend gorje. Idu only to 3 words dalishe. So it is amended. So number 3 the wrong ase. So what 3 usually those 3 it jajo. It cannot override the specific provisions of the Constitution. Correct ase means preamble book wise doesn't mean itu Constitution de changes no. So it is not necessary that preamble likhina je the Constitution anibole lainga no. So the answer is 1, 2 and 4. So answer is D. Next, what is popular sovereignty? popular sovereignty ke jukle do sovereignty of the people means mano amba appoint gorala. Next, match the following: drafting committee, fundamental rights and minority rights, union constitution committee or working committee. Drafting committee the one already jane, that is it is Ambedkar. A is drafting committee. Fundamental rights the one already question, that is Vallabhbhai Patel ase, so it is B. That is A the key wo, the option A is first drafting committee do B.R. Ambedkar 4. B do fundamental rights, minority rights and fundamental rights to Vallabhbhai Patel B1. Our union constitution committee to already janina ase to ido Jawaharlal Nehru ase. Or D working committee to KM Munshi, that is Kanhailal Munshi, so 3. So it is A4, B1, C2 and D3. Next, which of the following has stated the constitution has not been set in the right mode of federalism? Means in constitution of federalism to thick na kona koise, so it was said who AK higher. Who is the constituent of the Indian constitution? Indian constitution na constituent means taila guardian to kuna je ko jigle to Chief Justice of India. Eta kuna je Chief Justice of India. The 50th Chief Justice of India is Mr. T.Y. Chandrachud. Our president, either Chief Justice to kun by appointed by the President of India. Next, which of the following is not a federal feature of the Indian Constitution? Indian Constitution a feature ki ase? Kyun do nai? Independence of judiciary, hoy judiciary independent ase, federal government ase, state government, central government, or local self government. It is also ase parliamentary form of government ase. Only it is not a presidential form of government. So the answer is presidential form of government. Next, which of the following statement is not correct about the objective resolution? It is preamble of Kotako is there. So first case it was moved by Jawaharlal Nehru in the Constituent Assembly. Correct ase. It called for just the right of minorities. So it called for just right for minorities. Correct ase though means the preamble the dina ase means under preamble kundu right ase to cause. Question though not correct cause. So kundu wrong ase idu. So it formed the basis of chapter on fundamental rights. So fundamental rights to preamble by derived corner. So it was number 3, and it called for establishment of a socialist and secure polity. So socialist and secure polity the objective resolution in the preamble to amend garbage the anije. So the answer is 3 and 4. Means it amend no gradam de. What is mean when the constitution declares India as a secular state? India the secular state ki karne ase kule to the state regards religion as a private affairs of the citizen and does not discriminate on its basis. So it was a secularism. Next, how many members of the Constituent Assembly signed the constitution? To our number kiman mano 284 mano wa sign korje constitution to. Next, how does the constitution describe India? Constitution India describe ki koise? India, that is Bharat, is a union of states. Aro ki koy idu India la states kan holding together as a. Next, the two basic principles of liberal theory of democracy. Liberal theory of democracy to ki ase kule to John Locke pa kuja. To idu la under ki ase? That is universal adult franchise means right to vote ase and the right to property. Right to property to dina ase. Locke pa kuja ki right to property. Right to property la John Locke theory of poverty ba koina ase ki kun first tai property to claim gre tai la ase ona. So idu right to property idu dina ase and universal adult franchise be idu John Locke pa under liberal theory of democracy de provide korna ase. Next, the state possesses state to ki thakibole both internal as well as external sovereignty. Internal sovereignty means manula under the government to control nogole aro external sovereignty means alag country ba control nogole mana country ke. So both internal as well as external sovereignty maintain kurle to become a state. Question number 39. Who among the following proposed the suggestion for a Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly to 1935 the propose kurje kunba MN to taiki daise ekta communist daise. Aro tala full name dike je MN to Mana Bendra Nath Roy or MN Roy 1934. Next, which of the following proved to be the most short-lived of all British constitutional experiment? India the सबसे like short-lived taga constitution means tala act to ki Government Act 1919 because soon after 9 years Government Act 1919 to pass hoje so tala life to kali 9 years dekhe means 10 years ko. Which of the following was adopted from the Mauryan dynasty? Mauryan dynasty de to Sarnath emblem do idike 4 lines ko ido. Who among the following was not a member of the Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly la member kun dagna Mahatma Gandhi dagna. He was not a member. K.M. Munshi daksha, Azad daksha, Rajendra Prasad daksha. Rajendra Prasad became the first president of the Constituent Assembly. Tai natamde Sachidanand Sinha daksha. Holibe after 2 days Dr. Rajendra Prasad ke president appoint daksha Constituent Assembly la. The first Sachidanand Sinha daksha 2 days which de Rajendra Prasad ke appoint daksha. Next, which of the following provisions of the Indian Constitution came into force? November 26 itself the force the citizenship aisha, election aisha, or provincial parliament aisha. So 1, 2 and 3 aisha. Fundamental rights to 26 of January 1950. Next, which among the following is a feature of the fundamental of a federal state? Federal state ke jabole to central government dakibo, state government dakibo, or local self government inga federalism. Number 1, the powers of the central and the state government are clearly laid down. It has an unwritten constitution. So India la federalism ke jabole to both central or state la powers to clearly laid down ase means union this mona means central government ba idu 100 list detan legislate korbaro, state list de 61 aro concurrent list de 52 inga means clear cut function do dinaja constitution correct aja. It has an unwritten constitution. India do written constitution aja, so wrong aja number 2 do. So it is only 1. Who among the following was not a member of the Constituent Assembly? Idu Jayaprakash Narayan daksha. Tai ekta famous revolution na member daksha, total revolution na. Next, the Government of India Act of India 1935 is based on ke Simon Commission. Simon Commission do 1929 daje India de na. Because Government of India Act 1919 de dina daksha ki constitutional reforms. So arekta question like Simon Commission do ki karne anishe gule to constitutional reforms karne. So Government of India Act 1919 de dina se ki after 10 years, because after 10 years if India de kiba reforms aniyo gule to ekta commission form grow bare buna daksha. So according to the Government of India Act 1919 Simon Commission to form gule after 10 years hulibi elections tha karne idu juli form guna 1928 te form guna India de 1929 deja. So idu India manamba protest krishi because India member takana so foreigner daksha. So idu Simon Commission do idu karne 1935 to establish krishi. The state operates through, so state to it doesn't mean Nagaland state ingana state capital letter badina, it means it is a country. So ekta country ke rule kora government ba. who is the first foreign minister to Jawaharlal Nehru Russia. And Government of India 1935 to residual power means ekta mon union list thakje. Union list de kale center kambai power means legislate korbo. For example, defense, banking inga. Next to state list PWD, police idu sob to under state list ase. Idu both only state kambai legislate korbo. Unless means parliament ba power disibule to union list pabi pare. Only state list to state kamba pare aro concurrent list to both center or state pabi legislate korbo. Idu is next to residuary power. Residuary power to itu tinta de nathaka to residuary power de jay aru itu kun under de thake itu governor general under de thake hulibe after 1947 itu kun under de je under the parliament na jay parliament. Next, constitution. Banala to match the following. Rajendra Prasad to key election. He was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly. That is A to Q 2 was T Krishna Ramachari. So Krishna Ramachari to key election. So he was the member of the drafting committee. Krishna Ramachari or H.C. Mukherjee to the vice chairperson election Constituent Assembly la. So C is 4 and D is Dr. B. Ambedkar to the drafting committee la chairman election. So with this 50 questions have been completed for Polity. I'll be continuing this series for Polity for exam. So I hope you all understood something. Next class day state government, union government idu sob to cover grow. Today is just some basic introduction to Polity. So with this I'll be ending the video. Thank you guys for watching and all the best for exam. Thank you.